Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Where today we're going to take a look at WR6000. Okay, so it's from the We Jam people who brought us We Jam. It's very, very, very good. Okay, so I'm going to basically run through the whole thing. Um, it's a groove maker. It works within Audio Bus and Interap Audio, but I'm just going to run through it on its own. Okay, so a couple of things here. You download it free, and it does time out though, so every now and then it'll ask you to either quit the program or buy it. So I bought it. It's £9.99p, about $14-15. And I bought a couple of in-apps, the sound banks as well. And I'll show you how you find all that. So, is it worth it? Yes, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, because you can do a heck of a lot with this, and it can be as complex or as simple as you like. Okay, so if we first of all you go to this little gearbox here, you can see that you can go to the shop and the store and stuff, and you can buy different things. And you can control it with MIDI and stuff. Or here, if you hit program at the bottom here, you can see that I've bought these little jazz pack here, and these are the ones that sort of come with it. And you buy these these first ones here, the Indian ones that I bought, which I really like, and the jazz ones, which I also really like. So it gives you a choice. Also has a great big massive community where you can share. It's very, very simple. Once you get your head around how this works, it has three screens. This is your kind of mixer, then this is your sequencer, and then this is your master. So you have your send effects here. So send effect 1, send effects 2, and then you have your three global effects, which we'll run through as well. Okay, so I've got one of the Indian packs installed, one of the things, which I'm just going to play, just to get us going, and then I'm going to create a completely new track and show you how easy it is to get going and how much control you have. Because you can import samples, or you can control it with the synth, it has its own synth built in as well. So let's go. Let's just have a listen. So the first thing you see there, you go onto the sequencer page, you can see it goes over 32 steps. Okay, so you can set it for any amount of steps you like. So I've got it set for 16 steps. So you see it'll scroll along to 16 and it'll jump back again. If I set it to 32, it'll scroll along all the way to its 32 and then go back again. If we want a kind of just a view of what we're working with, there we hit this one to 16 and we can see what's going on. You can see how you can put in different notes and things and what have you, which I'll run through when I do the basic sort of setup. So there's that. And then again, we've done the master. So what we'll do now is we shall go to sequencer here, and then we shall go to program, and I'll just select, these are different programs you can put in, and I will just select new, okay, and reset all patterns. Now, although I've reset all the patterns now, I'm going to leave this with 16 as well. I'll switch these off. These are your chaining events sort of thing, so there'll be nothing there. So let's start. It's going to be with, if you want to, for instance, the sounds that are already installed in that particular thing, you can change. All you need to do is hit this here, and it'll give you lists of the different samples that you can have there. So they're the kicks that are installed. They're back, and there's the snares and stuff. But we're going to leave it with percussion 9, and because it's easier for me to just carry on. So first of all, we'll just press play, and it'll just bang along at 16 beats, and we'll just add one here. And then we'll go down to this tempora, which will be like a drone. Let's add some more. So we've got that. That's very cool. So, as like a normal sequencer, we could carry on adding and bits and pieces, or we could go over our whole 32. But listen, what happens if we start to adjust our sequencer here? just by pressing it, we can start to get these sort of stuttering effects. So what we're going to start to do now is we're going to start to randomize stuff. Now this is the really cool thing. This is where it can get as complex and simple. So this is really simple and it's easy to use. So instead of programming everything in, you have this little auto button here beside the name of the sample. So let's see. Let's auto this percussion here. Now when you hit auto, you'll see a little green dot appear there, and that means you can randomize the automation. So let's leave it at that now, and let's just press play. And let's start to automate, randomize. You see that each time it passes, it will redo the automation. So that's cool. So it will continually just evolve. Go back to mixer, and we've automated our percussion. There's a lot of reverb, there's a lot of echo going on and some of that stuff. We might not want that much. So there are sounds. So you get a basic idea of how that works. What's very, very cool about this is once you select the program from here, there's no drop or anything like that. It will just sort of blend into the next sort of thing. So let's try that out. So we're playing this and we thought, well, if it was a live situation, you know. So let's go. Now that there, at the moment, you will see that there's a little button here that says synth, and it's not highlighted. Okay, so that means it's samples. Okay, so for instance, let's just solo that piano and see what's going on. So we can reverse it. And if we hit edit here, we have a little EQ. We have the wave there, which doesn't do anything, just shows you the wave, I think. But then we have this little EQ. And then we can change our samples, so we can pick anything we like here that we have. So for instance, chords. We'll turn the level down. Turn the delay off. The reverb. And this is you basically get an idea of how simple it is to start to change the stuff around, make adjustments, use the auto, stuff like that. Patterns is pretty basic, you know, you can program all your patterns and then set them to auto, and then you can also set them to chain in particular ways. So for instance, if I set chain there, select 1 there, 3 there, it will chain between those two. And back. And then you have swing up here. Okay, so now I just want to quickly have a look at the master section. So here we have your master section. So referring to the mixer here, we have reverb and delay, reverb, delay, reverb, delay. These are the inserts for each channel for the first two. So if we got reverb and delay there, and then we go to master, we can choose there's reverb and there's delay. Now we can set our reverb and delay times and what have you and all the rest of it. But we can also change. So what have we got here? We have chorus, delay, flanger, limiter, overdrive, reverb, and a compressor. And on the same with this, so we could select. So say for instance, at the moment I've switched them off. So if we go back to mixer now, you'll see we have nothing there at all. So let's go back and let's select the delay again, but this time let's select flanger, go back to our mixer, we have delay and flanger has been inserted. If you only insert one, there'll only be one there. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, yeah? These are the master effects. These are the globals, the global effects sort of thing. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is have a play around with the equalizer first. So you basically see it's like a 3-band parametric EQ. It's great. Now this little Q here, what this does, okay, as a lot of people will know, but some people don't, is it kind of controls the bandwidth of the particular frequency that you're working on. So if you hit down here, you can see the frequencies that you're working with, and then you can also see the Q width. So for instance, if I pick this middle frequency here, and I drop the Q width right down, it's going to be really sort of wide, a wide band over that. But if I drag this right up, it's going to create like a spike. So we could create spikes for all our bits, if you like, and it gets quite nice because you can do things like this which sound cool, and of course you can record here. This is your record. Here's your tempo, by the way, and little snapshot recall as well, and it has a nice information thing that sort of things. I don't think there's a manual yet, but there you go. But anyway, let's just play with this a sec. So we've got our Q set really high. So you get the idea how that works. So it means you can make nice sharp adjustments or quite subtle adjustments as you would with like sort of a normal EQ. So in this one here we have no effects at all plugged in. So let's see what we've got here for our let's see. So we could have a limiter in there. Well, we have a limiter there anyway, but we say we could have a global, we could put a compressor in. Now compressor's pretty good, so we'd have a play with that. So anyway, so you get the idea there. Now, for instance, this lead here, let's solo this again. Say, for instance, we didn't want to use a sample. Okay, let's want to play with this synth. And actually, that is the synth. If I switch that off, it's a sample. So that's the synth. So this is actually a synth sound. So what we can do here now is we hit edit, and we can go edit the synth. So we've got that soloed. And we have our two DCOs. We can mix between them there. Different waveforms, pitch bend, glissando. We have our loop. Main output. So there's the synth. So we go back there and then. So you get the idea how that works. So you have a synth or a sample. That's very, very, very cool. So we've looked at the three sections here and have a look at our little gear icon. I've showed that as well. That just takes you to the shop, and then once you've unlocked it, you can record all loops, create loops, and then you can do your MIDI. And you have a couple of little different. There's only two, so that's flat, okay. But I actually prefer the vintage. Okay, it looks like a little control here, but it's not. But I like the vintage. It's nice. It's quite cool. So guys, basically that's it. That's how ridiculously cool it is. And of course you can, if we go into our sequences here. Like I said before, you could just choose. The sequences are different pre-programmed versions of the hits and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Also, the other thing is you can control key velocity. You can also input the notes and stuff as well. But I think it's really great. I think it's a super app. And I think it's worth the money. I think a lot of people get a lot of joy out of this, because you could do so much. And like I said, it's as complicated or it's as simple as you like. Couple of other just another few things I like. I really like the Indian pack, and I really like the jazz pack. So I bought them 69p each. But after you bought the main program, so these are the ones you kind of get. Okay, so we'll just have a listen to a few, and now we'll go. Very nice. Sorry, one other cool thing as well, you could do with WeJam. If you understood WeJam, you're going to get on with this. It's not a big learning curve, you know. You can choose for certain things to stutter, if you like, and you can control it that way. So when we do this with a snare, so we go back to mixer. Let's just solo the snare there. Go back to sequencer. Here's our snare. Let's keep it over 60. And let's put a few more in so we can hear. If we hold and then move, it's yourself. We get some nice dubby stuff going on. Anyway, guys, basically it could be here all day, but there you go. There's WR6000. Very, very cool. Very, very fast changing. The only thing is, you'll download it. It's free, but you are kind of forced to buy the app at 10 quid or 15 bucks or whatever. And it's but it's I think it's worth it. If you're into groove boxes, sequences, stuff like that, this is a pretty cool piece of kit. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like us, like the video, subscribe to the channels, Soundtest Room and Soundtest Room US. Visit soundtestroom.com, where we have a brand new forum now for all our stuff, and we'll be holding competitions and things like that. If you're feeling kind and generous, please donate something to us, because it helps us keep the channel and the site going. Or become a patron from as little as $1 a month. That's a really cool thing to do, and you get lots of extra stuff there as well. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.